For a lot of people, because you were born a man, you clearly have an advantage. Do you accept that?
I don't think a biologically female-born woman actually exists that has an upper body like that.
Of all the shots that she has hit over the years, Hailey Davidson never expected to find herself at the center of a political storm around transgender athletes competing against women in elite sport.
For a lot of people, because you were born a man, you clearly have an advantage. Do you accept that?
We'll get to the answer to that question in just a second, but I think we already know the answer to that. I mean, if you remember, can we look at that swing again? Good God. This lady can bench 240. Oh, but there's testosterone blockers. That changes everything. Seriously? But Hailey Davidson at some point probably tried to play golf on the PGA Tour and couldn't do anything. And now Hailey Davidson, of course, wins a ladies. They just still call it the ladies PGA. That won't last long. An LPGA Tour event.
Political storm around transgender athletes competing against women in elite sport.
For a lot of people, because you were born a man, you clearly have an advantage. Do you accept that?
Well, no, I don't. I have a disadvantage. In fact, it's very hard to do a full golf swing wearing a skirt because my testicles get in the way. You try it.
See, I 100% agree. The men do have advantages. Say you get a trans person on hormones for a year, no surgery, nothing. Good. Of course, for the most part, they're going to have an advantage. I don't believe trans people should be banned from sports, but I do believe there need to be guidelines in effect.
Why do you think people have such a big problem with you competing in women's golf in particular?
I don't understand it. I don't get what the fear of me, one person, is doing.
The 31-year-old, who was the first male-born golfer to win a professional women's event, is speaking out.
Why are those women smiling? Honestly, why are they smiling? Wouldn't you be pissed? I'd be pissed. If that was my daughter or my wife, I'd be pissed. Or my sister. Why are they even posing for the picture? I bet you the tour forced them to. I bet the tournament said you pose for the picture or you don't get your prize money. This doesn't stop until those two decide not to participate. Honestly.
Exclusively after revealing she's received a number of death threats just days after winning this women's tournament.
Death threats, please. Enough with the death threats. I get death threats for crying out loud. Just man up, if I may say that. Can I say that?
Worried about your safety?
A little bit. Yeah, I don't go out and do a ton much because of that. I'm not, going out at nights. I watch myself when I sit in a restaurant. I'll always have my back to a wall.
3 years on from her gender reassignment surgery, and Hailey's determined to keep going and hopes to one day qualify for the Scottish Open.
Sure, why not? Speaking of John Daly, he commented on this. He said, I would have won 100 tournaments if I threw a skirt on, called myself a... That dude is as feminine as a Ford F-150. I don't know if I could add anything to that. Other than, if I may, if John Daly is going to go tran, he's already doing pretty well with the patterns. Look at the pants there. I mean, you could totally turn that into a lovely pleated skirt. It's a fabulous pattern. They're going to love you. I love how golfers dress. This isn't about any one individual, but I have to say, if he's admitting that there's an unfair advantage and saying that there should be guidelines and there should be regulations, how do I say this? If I or someone I love, who's someone in my life that matters to me, if they are going through what can only be described as some kind of very difficult time in their life, so difficult and so traumatic that they believe they've been born in the wrong body and that they need to now start presenting and representing themselves as the opposite sex, which, again, say what you will about it, it can't be an easy thing to decide and do. At least it shouldn't be. I'm told that it's a very serious thing. I'm told that people who go through this have suicidal thoughts. So this is obviously a very serious thing that requires as much love as we possibly can provide to an individual. If my child, if my brother or sister was going through this, I'd want to help them. But I'd also have to be real and say, you know what? You got a lot going on in your life right now. Maybe winning a golf tournament shouldn't be a priority. I understand that you love your sport, but you know what? With everything else that you're going through, and as challenging and as difficult it is, why add this to the list? Like, where's the person in Hailey's life to say that? But no, nobody's there to say it. They're just there to say, oh, you just be and do whatever you want. God bless you. You can be and do whatever you want.